But she would have waited, dude. I know, Alice.
She's upstairs.
Okay. I figured it out just as you said it. Just as I went through the door, I was like, okay, she's not. I did. Fuck you! No patience. Oh my god.
Oh wow, her pants are off.
Oh. This is a good place to start a video. This is a good place to start a video.
I guess it is. What is up, guys? And wow, it sounds like I'm doing my video. What's up, guys? And welcome to the Daily Deal. And today we have Alan Wake.
And we're about to get it on.
I guess so. This is part of the mechanics here.
Okay.
You're with your wife in the bed, so you can go ahead and and start.
Surprise! Is this seriously going to be like a sexy cutscene?
No, nah, not really.
Okay. So while she's talking, why are we covering the game?
It's on Humble Indie Bundle. Well, not Humble Indie Bundle. It's on the Humble Bundle Week.
The Humble Weekly Bundle, which was away for a while. It's pay what you want. That's how those work.
Right. What's the average? You have to pay the average, don't you?
I think the average is quite high at the moment because these are quite popular games. Basically, Adam. Oh my God.
Alan? Don't. I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice.
So you see, little freaky stuff are happening.
God damn it.
Okay, we need to explain to people. It's pay what you want. I think the average is around. I think isn't it around £7 again? I'm not sure.
I think it says the average amount is $2. Are you kidding me? Oh, okay. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and buy this right now. And it's by the way, it's the complete edition, so you get the DLC too as well, right?
Yeah, you get like
Nightmare.
like it's called Nightmare or something. Yeah.
Right. And this Alan Wake is kind of episodic, so it's really good. You have the complete story now if you buy this for $2, which is an insane price for a good game. There's a lot of it's heavily on story here, and it has really good combat. And I think are we starting the craziness now?
I don't know. You tell me. Like, this is blind for me, guys. I've played. Oh my God! What the hell was I supposed to?
You can dodge in this game, and it goes in like slow-mo for a little bit, but you don't have to kill them, no.
Yeah. So you can hit shift. Basically, this is it's very story driven until we started recording just now, and this crazy stuff happened. I was paying a lot of attention to the plot. Basically, we're a writer. There are crazy crows attacking us. The game opened up with this weird sequence where basically you're in a car, and you hit a guy, and then he's alive again. And then you're being chased, and you're like trying to find light in a lighthouse. Like, a big theme of the game so far, as I can see, is like darkness. Yes,
it is, and you have to stay out of the darkness. But you shine your light, right? Your flashlight. You always have your trusty flashlight. You shine the light on them. They burst right into light, and you shoot them.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's telling a little bit of the story. So the story goes up and down all over the place. Of course, people who are actually playing it will kind of understand what's going on. He's kind of going back, like he kind of went back in time almost. He doesn't know what's going on right now.
I can say that, like, as far as I've never played this before, but I do remember when it came out, like, reading some reviews. It's a game that's very, like, heavily focused on the story, so people tend to get quite critical of the story. I know some people were kind of disappointed maybe in the ending, or like not fully
because it was episodic, right? So it kind of left something to be desired at the end. You're like, oh, okay, DLC, dang it, you know? That's how it was. But in this version, it doesn't matter because you get the complete version. So that is just right out the window, and for a cheap price. So that's what fixes it. The combat is really good, and it keeps you tense. Whoa!
What the hell happened there? Oh my God!
You would find a place for you to fall down to your death. How does that even happen?
Before we started recording, I was like, wow, this game really feels like it's on rails. It's really like honing you in, and you can't like get off the path very easily. And then somehow I managed to fall down. Like, I didn't think that was possible. I was trying to jump off of a cliff earlier, and it wasn't letting me do it. Wow.
Oh gosh. So now you gotta get to the gas station here. You got little waypoints up there in the corner.
Okay.
But I gotta say, my experience with this game, I played it for Xbox, of course, probably the PC port is pretty good. You could switch the settings, right? This is not one of those like bad.
This feels like a really strong PC title. I wouldn't have known that it was. If is it a port, or was it just sort of developed in tandem with consoles and PC?
Yeah, it was developed in the same time, I think.
Okay.
Oh, maybe there was a late release. Not too sure.
Well, it feels good. It feels strong. Just from the way that the mouse works and the menus seem to work in it just all feels very smooth and very strong. So at least it's got that going for it.
Right.
I've been impressed so far. again, to kind of go on to the story thing again, the only thing that's kind of putting me off slightly with it, gotta say, is like the voice acting's reasonable, but while you're actually playing the game, like the lip syncing is quite bad. They go into these weird sort of semi CGI sections as well quite often, that can look kind of gritty. I don't know, that's how I would describe it. But so far, you know, I was quite into it. You know, there was this nice long sequence on a boat where we were going into the mainland, and there was lots of dialogue and character development and stuff. So is
Definitely.
this
You basically find pages, whatever he's writing right now, it's turning into a nightmare. So he's creating these nightmares that are happening right now, and you're supposed to defeat them. And like, you're gonna see words from the book being said from the characters. Like, you will start hearing the characters like a scratched record, like "I'm gonna get you," and it like sounds like a broken record, like a messed up radio, and it adds to the atmosphere, and you get kind of freaked out. It's not by any means a horror type of game.
That's what I was about to ask, because it seemed
like
kind of scary.
Horror. It's more like a thriller.
The odd jump scare here and there, yeah?
Yeah, here and there, but more atmosphere scary, and the intensity of, you know, they'll start spawning behind you, and it's, you have to kind of like dodge out of the way and kind of position yourself properly to defeat the enemies, so they won't like kind of crowd around you and hit you with axes and all that type of stuff.
Okay, so would you describe it as a challenging game? There are 3 difficulty levels. I'm on normal. I didn't take grandma mode this time.
It gets challenging. It gets challenging, but I never had a problem with it. I don't think I died much really on normal. I usually play on normal difficulty. I think I died once or twice on some heavy parts, but nothing imbalanced or anything like that.
Okay.
But the cutscenes and everything kind of adds to the atmosphere and the freakiness. As you see before, like sometimes when you're looking for the key. Oh, and here we go.
Okay, brilliant. So I'm gonna actually have to fight now.
Yeah.
God help me.
And this is a guy that you were looking for before. And I was just talking about the key that you had to get.
Oh right, yeah.
And the scary woman came up to you and gave you the key instead of that guy.
So like, I don't know whether I want to ask you to kind of explain the plot to me, because it could be kind of spoilery. Right now, the
I'm
narrative,
trying to keep myself shut here.
Yeah, right now the narrative is kind of all over the place. Like the game, like openly admitted it started with a dream sequence, and then it supposedly wasn't a dream sequence, but weird stuff was happening anyway.
Right.
And like now it's not told us that we're in a dream sequence, as far as I'm aware, but it feels a lot like the original dream sequence we were in. Characters are kind of crossing over, and at the same time, we're a writer that's writing a book about this stuff.
Yeah, the book is turning into real life.
Yeah,
but
and
you won't find that out until later. What's going on with that?
Like, I'm a big fan of kind of mysteries and things you have to solve. Do I seriously not have a torchlight or anything to fight him at the moment?
Go to the light.
I'm going to the light. I'm going.
This is when you have to go to the light.
Yeah, like there was another weird bit at the start where this just like giant light ball came down, and it was like God, and it was like, "Hello, here I will give you a torchlight and a gun to shoot everything." And it was a very weird moment. But again, it was supposed to be part of the dream, so I don't know.
You start getting flares and flare guns, stuff like that, and
that felt really good. So they were basically grenades. So now we've got our torchlight and our gun. Do you want to really explain how these mechanics work?
Basically, you shine the light on the enemies, and once they burst, they kind of like burst into light, and they start like kind of like fondling themselves. They start touching themselves, like, oh my gosh, light just hit me.
How crude! How terribly crude!
And then you shoot them, and then they die pretty much, and they just kind of disappear. And they make weird sounds, man. It's like modern zombies, like just saying random things from the book. It's really creepy.
Like, I can hear it now. It's a pretty cool dynamic they've got here, because it's kind of like you've got 2 weapons. One will weaken them and the other will kill them. You've got to shine the light on them to break kind of through the darkness or whatever. Whoa! What? Oh.
Yeah.
Am I dead? No, I'm not dead. I'm okay. Oh my God, that was freaky as hell. It's going over the edge, is it? What just hit me? Oh, there was lightning on that?
They throw axes, all sorts of stuff.
Okay. So yeah, it's quite cool because sort of there's sort of a mechanic to reload your torch, as it were, by pressing Q to put more batteries in it, and of course then you need to reload your pistol as well. And they're mapped to Q and R, and I know that's just key mapping, but it feels pretty good. It feels really nice.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's satisfying to kill those guys, especially when they do that little burst. The sound effects really add to it.
Yeah, dude, it feels
and
very
you're talking
impactful.
about the story. If people want to know a little bit more about the story, this is also free. Machinima did a short film type of thing like they did with Halo, where it shows a little bit of the backstory of Alan Wake.
Right, okay.
It's called Alan Wake Bright Falls, which is the area that they're in right now. And you see that awesome dodge there.
Yeah, I'm trying. I've got no ammo to shoot him out, so I guess
man.
I've just got to run for now.
Did you shoot him before you burst him? You shouldn't have wasted your ammo already.
Yeah, I probably wasted it. Here we are. We got some ammo. Oh no, flare gun. So the flare gun is pretty interesting. If I can pick it up, I'm not. I'm gonna die here. I'm gonna die in the most pathetic way because I can't dodge out because he's just like stun locked me. Not cool, dude. Oh, I'm away. This is so annoying. I'm not
Did you
this
put it
bad
on
at
easy?
games.
Because while you
No.
probably put it
Oh,
on easy.
I am so annoyed. I am so annoyed.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Dude,
wooden
this is
potatoes.
really frustrating. Okay, no, look. I'm going to show you that it's... Okay, so basically, you shine the light until they become vulnerable.
right,
Okay? And then
Boom.
once that happens, you shoot them.
right.
And
Same
now
thing
he's
with
dead. And now I need to insert a new battery, and I'm going to do the same to this guy. So it's quite cruel on the ammo, actually. I didn't feel like I wasted too much before. One thing you'll notice is there's barely anything of a crosshair there, but it feels really natural, actually. It feels a lot less artificial than aiming in other games, I've got to say, and sort of you're still quite on point a lot. I don't know how that felt on the Xbox for you. Oh, and we could have turned this on, I guess, to have shone the light on them.
And they're afraid
Okay.
of the light. Yeah. So I did mention the short film series. Yeah. Okay, I did mention that.
Yeah,
But yeah.
yeah. So
So what do you think about
have
it so far?
Have you watched it yourself, the
Oh
short film?
yeah, I was hyped for this game. I enjoyed it.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
you sort of knew a lot about it before it even released?
Yeah.
Okay, and your impressions coming out of it?
I enjoyed it, and I paid full price. So, and
you
I thought
well
it
worth
was. I don't know if it was like extreme, like oh my gosh, best game ever. Like it wasn't that type of like worth it, but I enjoyed it. I didn't feel like bad about my purchase at all. And with this is cheap. And
What
there
the hell
you,
was that?
and there you see the old lady again. That's the old lady that gave you the keys in the first place.
For sure.
But
I
yeah.
also heard that the guys making this game, like they've just announced that they're doing like a new mysterious PS4 game. I think it is, or it could be, it could be the Xbox One. I'm not sure. They did some kind of an announcement recently though that they're kind of producing something else. You asked me how I found it. I definitely enjoyed it quite a lot. You know, I am a sucker for good narrative in games, and you know that is generally what drives me. You know, we waited a bit before recording this because we wanted to get to a bit with, you know, lots of action, just because if we're talking over all the cutscenes, it doesn't really translate. But I would say, you know, while I was playing on my own, just before we kind of came in, it was fun. You know, it was taking it at a good pace. I am very curious about kind of how it progresses. You know, there were kind of negative words about how the story ended, but if you're right, it was just because of this whole episodic thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, you know, this could be really strong, and I'm enjoying it so far.
Yeah, the story can get a little crazy, definitely. No doubt, because I mean, come on, those shadow creatures are coming after you.
Yeah, right.
You know, but like it's done well. It's done well. Like later on, just to give you a little taste, like you'll be like running through the forest and you don't know who to really trust, and you see like the police will be after you and the shadow people will be after you at the same time. You can see like their cars running through the forest and things are happening. There's nice little action set pieces while you're playing, which kind of just add to the overall like feeling of the game. You kind of like pumped. You know, sometimes it slows down a bit, but you know, it picks up its pace. But yeah,
For sure.
It's not a perfect game, but it's definitely worth $2.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Okay.
Guaranteed.
All right, cool. Well, we'll wrap that up there then. I know, as with many of these, we've only managed to show a small slice of the full experience. But yeah, this is on the Humble Weekly Bundle, which has just come back. It went away for a while. You know, we'll try and cover more of the Humble Weekly Bundle if there's anything else good. This has kind of got a lot of... And this is a good place to end too, because I'm out of ammo again. What the hell? Brilliant. But yeah, this is a part of the Humble Weekly Bundle. It's pay what you want, but don't be a dick about it. I think it actually costs them money to give out Steam keys in the first place. So you need to spend at least $1. I can't believe I'm having to say it, but yeah, you have to spend at least $1. So don't be a complete dick. Float like a butterfly achievement, awesome. I'll leave a link in the description, guys. Also, at the end of the week, we're gonna cover one of these games again. If you want it to be Alan Wake, if you want to see me running away like this even more, then we can do that at the end of the week. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Jesus, I hate this. I'm not this bad. Oh, one day I'll prove it. Die. Look, I've got ammo now.
Yeah, as soon as you died, start over.
Dude, I'm so annoyed. I am so annoyed.
How did that go?